We made it great. Now we got to make it great again. That begins with an earth-shattering win in November 2022. And by the way, we never forget 2020, just in case you have any questions. We're not forgetting 2020.
That was former President Trump at the Save America rally at the Georgia National Fairgrounds today. Earlier, U.S. Senate candidate Herschel Walker, Georgia Secretary of State candidate Jody Hice, and Lieutenant Governor candidate Burt Jones spoke at the rally. Ashlyn Webb spent the day in Perry and recaps tonight's events.
Thousands of people are here at the Georgia National Fairgrounds, decked out in MAGA hats and American flags, all to see a pro-Trump slate of candidates and President Trump himself in his first visit to Georgia since January. The candidates include the latest contender in the U.S. Senate race, former NFL star and Georgia Bulldog Herschel Walker, tonight marking his campaign debut. Also, Jody Hice took the stage. He's challenging Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger after Raffensperger and Governor Brian Kemp did not support Trump's attempt to illegally overturn the election results in Georgia. Lastly, Trump is also endorsing State Senator Burt Jones from Jackson, who's running for lieutenant governor. Jones says the 2020 election and foreign policy decisions have pushed people to get more involved in politics.
We have an opportunity to engage a lot more people because there are a lot of people that are upset, not just about the election, but also kind of the things that are going on right now, from what's going on in the national with the price of gasoline has gone up, almost doubled in the last 8 months. You got a border crisis going on over on our border. You've got an embarrassment that went on in Afghanistan, and it's a shame that we left Americans behind over there. So there's a lot of things that are driving people to not be very happy with the state of affairs, and I think it's engaging a lot of people who haven't been engaged in the political process.
Those are just some of the lineup here in Perry tonight. Other Trump allies that are rallying up the crowd include Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, Representative Austin Scott, and Vernon Jones. Reporting in Perry, Ashlyn Webb, 13 WMAZ News.
Former President Trump's main points at tonight's rally were the 2020 election and looking forward to 2022. Mr. Trump also touched on border control and President Biden's handling of Afghanistan. We have more on Senate candidate Herschel Walker and an interview with Lieutenant Governor candidate Burt Jones. Just look for these stories and more on 13WMAZ.com. The courts have made it clear there was no widespread fraud in last year's presidential election. And a recent analysis is outlining the possible charges former President Trump could face as the Fulton County District Attorney's Office continues its criminal probe into his conduct over Georgia's race. Former DeKalb County District Attorney Gwen Keyes Fleming helped write the report from the Brookings Institution. It states quite simply, former President Trump lost the election in Georgia by nearly 12,000 votes. Despite alleged pressure to overturn Georgia's results, the authors said, quote, "It is an extraordinary tribute to the integrity of the Georgia state officials that none of them, not a single one, succumbed to Trump's efforts to change the outcome of the election."
Crime is crime. And so the district attorney obviously has a broad base of responsibility, and it's her job to ensure that all the citizens of Fulton County are protected, including from various public officials that try to abuse their office. That's one of the reasons she created her public integrity unit. And we anticipate that they will, again, be continuing to investigate all of these issues further.
The report concludes that depending on the evidence, the former president could face possible charges under Georgia's RICO Act.
Well, a fantastic